Namaste everyone. This is Dr. Pratibha KS, Head Department of Biotechnology at Kelly Society's S. Nijingappa College, Rajajinagar, Bengaluru. Today I am before you to present a lecture topic on in vitro construction of recombinant DNA. Okay, let us go to the introduction part. Recombinant DNA are molecules of DNA from two different species that are inserted into a host organism to produce new genetic combinations that are of value to science, medicine, agriculture, industry, and in many more contexts. Recombinant DNA is a hybrid DNA formed by joining a desired foreign DNA and a vector DNA. Here foreign DNA may be insert DNA or target DNA or desired DNA. It is abbreviated as rDNA. R stands for recombinant. Construction of recombinant DNA in the laboratory or whilst are outside the host system or outside the cell known as in vitro construction of recombinant DNA. We are constructing recombinant DNA outside the host system or outside the cell. Only for the replication and transformation, we are using the host cell. During construction of recombinant DNA, this construction of recombinant DNA will be done in the laboratory or whilst, so it is known as in vitro, okay, outside the cell, outside the host, outside the living system. So we can mention the word in vitro, okay, in vitro construction of recombinant DNA. Now let us go through here steps in recombinant DNA technology. Now let us go through the basic steps involved in recombinant DNA technology are genetic engineering. Okay, steps are given below. The basic steps of recombinant DNA technology using the bacterial plasmid as cloning vector as follows. Step 1, selection and isolation of DNA insert or desired DNA or interest DNA or foreign DNA or target DNA. Once target DNA is selected, then you need to select suitable cloning vector. Okay, this suitable cloning vector to obtain more number of copies. To obtain the clones of the desired DNA molecule, we need to choose here suitable cloning vector. Okay, then introduction of desired DNA or DNA insert into vector to form recombinant DNA molecule. Okay, during selection or isolation of DNA insert, you are going to isolate the DNA from the plant cell or animal cell or bacterial cell. Okay, then you are going to select the suitable cloning vector from the bacteria. Okay, then to introduce this DNA insert into the vector, you are going to cut the vector system by using restriction endonuclease enzyme. And to keep in your mind here that vector DNA can be cut or any DNA can be cut by using restriction endonuclease enzyme, which recognizes the specific sequences, okay, specific palindromic sequences. So to cut vector DNA, you are using restriction endonuclease enzyme, right? And to introduce your insert DNA to the vector system, you are using DNA ligase enzyme to form recombinant DNA molecule. Once recombinant DNA molecule is ready, this will be introduced into a suitable host system. Okay, that may be a prokaryotic or maybe a eukaryotic host. Once introduced into the host, then we'll be going through selection of transformed host cell. And non-transformed host cells will be rejected and will focus only on transformed host cells. Then expression and multiplication of DNA insert in the host system for the further commercial point of view. Okay. Now let us go through the basic steps of recombinant DNA technology using the bacterial plasmid as cloning vector, a pictorial representation. Okay. Step 1, construction of a recombinant DNA molecule. For that we need the vector. Okay. Then we need the fragment of DNA or foreign DNA, a desired or target DNA. Once vector and fragment DNA is ready, then we can construct the recombinant DNA molecule. Okay. This vector must be cut opened. Okay, to cut this vector DNA, I need enzyme. Which enzyme I need now here? Restriction endonuclease enzyme. By using restriction endonuclease enzyme, I can cut this particular region. Once I cut this DNA, then this particular linearized DNA will be introduced here. Once I introduce, I need to seal this fragment of DNA or foreign DNA with the vector DNA. To seal that particular this vector DNA and the fragment of DNA, I need to choose here DNA ligase. So restriction endonuclease enzyme, which break the phosphodiester bond between the two nitrogenous bases, whereas DNA ligase enzyme, which synthesis the phosphodiester bond between the two adjacent nucleotides. Okay, now recombinant DNA molecule is ready. Once the recombinant DNA molecule is ready, our in vitro construction is done, then you need to choose the suitable host system, right? That is, I have taken here the bacterium. To this bacterium, you are going to transport the recombinant DNA into the host cell. Okay, transport this recombinant DNA into the host cell. Okay, here you can see bacterium carrying recombinant DNA molecule. Then step 3, multiplication of recombinant DNA molecule. Once you introduce this your recombinant DNA molecule, this recombinant DNA molecule faithfully will replicate in presence of other bacterial host DNA and plasmid DNA. Okay. Further, what happens here? Step 4, division of host cell. Right? Division of host cells can be seen. Then numerous cell divisions resulting in a clone. Right? Due to the cell division, you can see the clone formation. Okay. How can make out the formation of the clone? Because the appearance of the colonies on the culture plate. Solid medium, you'll be able to see bacterial colonies, right, growing on a solid medium or culture medium. In this colonies, you'll be able to see many million number of bacterial cells. Okay, so this is all about the basic steps of reconstruction of recombinant DNA molecule, right, by using the bacterial plasmid as cloning vector. Here you can make out recombinant DNA refers to the creation of new combinations of DNA segments that are not found together in nature. Okay, artificial DNA sequences constructed as per the requirement of the person, what based on his target, one will go for constructing that one. Okay, DNA molecules are constructed outside the living cells, that is in vitro, by joining natural or synthetic DNA segments. Natural means you are going to isolate the DNA from the plant cells, animal cells, and the bacterial cells, or you can also synthesize in the laboratory your desired DNA segments or fragments, okay, that can replicate in a living cell. Even that can also be taken. This particular DNA you can isolate from the cell, or you can isolate, or you can from the any plant cell, animal cell, and the bacterial cell. Okay, or you can go for constructing this particular DNA synthetically or in the laboratory. Okay, here the plasmid were isolated from the bacterium. Okay, step 1, here the bacteria from the bacterium, this vector has been isolated, whereas from here what we have taken, this is the nucleus and this is the eukaryotic cell. From the eukaryotic cell, DNA were isolated, right, and cut into small pieces, and gene of interest was collected here. Okay, one gene of interest collected here. Now this DNA acts as foreign DNA or desired DNA or target DNA or insert DNA. Okay, and from this side we have chosen here the plasmid or vector DNA. This vector, which is cut by using restriction endonuclease enzyme. Okay, now in presence of DNA ligase enzyme, the vector DNA and this particular desired DNA will be sealed. Okay, and this is the recombinant DNA molecule or recombinant DNA vector. Now let us go through all the steps of reconstruction of recombinant DNA molecules. Selection and isolation of DNA insert. First step in recombinant DNA technology is the selection of a DNA segment of interest, which is to be cloned. Okay, this desired DNA segment is then isolated enzymatically. Okay, the DNA segment of interest is termed as DNA insert or foreign DNA or target DNA or cloned DNA. Step 2, selection of suitable cloning vector. A cloning vector is a self-replicating DNA molecule. Why it is a self-replicating DNA molecule? Because in the vector we have the ORI site, right? Original replication site we have. That's why we can say this cloning vector is self-replicating DNA molecule, which is going to give a many number of copies. Okay, whereas this DNA molecule into which the DNA insert is to be integrated. A suitable cloning vector is selected in the next step of recombinant DNA technology. Most commonly used vectors are plasmids and bacteriophages. Step 3. Introduction of DNA insert into vector to form recombinant DNA molecule. The target DNA or the DNA insert which has been extracted and cleaved enzymatically by the selective restriction endonuclease enzyme that we have done in this step 1 are now ligated, are joined, are sealed by the enzyme DNA ligase to vector DNA to form a recombinant DNA molecule, which is often called as cloning vector or insert DNA construct. Next, step 4. Recombinant DNA molecule is introduced into a suitable host. Okay, once recombinant DNA is ready, then that must be introduced into the host system for the further multiplication or replication to obtain the clones, right? Suitable host cells are selected and the recombinant DNA molecule so formed in the step 3 is introduced into these host cells. This process of entry of recombinant DNA into the host cell is called transformation. Usually, selected hosts are bacterial cells like E. coli. However, yeast, fungi may can also be used. Step 5. Selection of transformed host cells. Okay, here transformed cells are recombinant cells. Okay, here we are choosing only the recombinant cells or transformed cells. Non-transformed cells or non-recombinant cells will be rejected and that cannot be used for the further process or to obtain any kind of the recombinant DNA products. Okay, recombinant cells are those host cells which have taken up the recombinant DNA molecule. Okay, and that those cells will be known as transformed cells, right? In this step, the transformed cells are separated from the non-transformed cells by using various methods, making use of marker genes. By using different screening and selection method, we are going to choose only the transformed cells or transformed host or recombinant cells will be chosen or selected by screening and selection methodology. We'll get many different variety of screening and selection methods. We'll be using that one. Okay, then the step 6, expression and multiplication of DNA insert in the host. Here, finally, it is to be ensured that the foreign DNA inserted into the vector DNA is expressing the desired character in the host cells. Also, the transformed host cells are multiplied to obtain sufficient number of copies. If needed, such genes may also be transferred and expressed into another organism. Okay, in this expression multiplication of DNA insert in the host, this particular step multiplication is very important, where we are going to get the many number of copies. Once we get the many number of copies, further that will be exploited at the commercial point of view. Okay, hope you understood today's concept on in vitro construction of recombinant DNA molecule. Very shortly, I'll be back with another video related with construct recombinant DNA, right? And then transformation. Okay. When you focus problem, you lose the good. When you focus on goal, you lose your problem. Think about this. I, Dr. Pratibha KS, signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. Okay, stay focused, keep learning, and thank you for being with me and thank you for watching this video. Thank you.